Zmar Cyber back with another video. In this video, I kind of just want to speak about the scope of cybersecurity and what's really going on in the field right now and why, jobs aren't able to be fulfilled. So let's just get right into it, right? So obviously the job market is vast. We hear all the time about how there's so many roles in cybersecurity waiting to be fulfilled. I think they said that there's like 500,000 open roles or um some large number, right? I hear this all the time in the news and I see articles online speaking about this, but many people may ask, why is that? Like, why isn't the roles being filled, right? So obviously, when you actually take a step back and you look at it, a lot of employers say that they're missing the qualified individuals, right? But what makes someone qualified, right? So when you actually look at it, a qualified individual could be someone with education, with certifications and with projects or experience, right? So that just makes someone qualified, right? But let's just say you're able to couple those all together, right? They have the education, they have the certifications, they have the projects, and they have the experience. That just makes someone extra qualified, right? Or overly qualified, depending on the role that they're applying to, right? Believe it or not, someone could actually be overly qualified, right? Let's just say I don't know, they have their CISSP, they have their bachelor's or their master's in cybersecurity, they have their experience, and then obviously let's just say they have their projects, right? And they apply to like a IT help desk role. Um, then the employer's gonna be like, oh, this person's overly qualified. We shouldn't give this person the position. Let's just get someone that's actually meets the qualifications at the bare minimum and that isn't overly qualified. I'm not quite sure, why that is the case, right? I do believe that they should still be able to get the role, but employers have their reasons for whatever reason, right? But it is what it is, right? Um, so another thing that I want to speak about is consistency, right? So, being consistent in cybersecurity is very important, right? Just being able to stay ahead of the curve is key. Just being able to stay on your toes 24/7, just being willing to actually educate yourself on all these different vulnerabilities or, attacks going on in the field is very important, right? If you're not interested, cybersecurity may not be for you, right? If you're not willing to learn day by day, cybersecurity probably isn't for you, right? Um, yeah, so just speaking about, projects, right? Uh, Projects is very important because if they're able to see that you're able to apply these skills, let's just say that you're learning from a boot camp or you're learning from your education, right? They're gonna be like, oh, okay, like he's able to actually apply the skills or apply the knowledge that he's learning, in an environment that relates to cybersecurity, right? Whatever this may be, let's just say like, home network simulation, like if you're actually able to apply that, they're going to be like, oh, okay, he knows what he's talking about. He's able to actually do the things that he needs to do to fulfill this role, right? Um, yeah, so another thing I want to talk about, right, is, soft skills, right? So believe it or not, soft skills really do matter, right? I've heard time and time again how there's actually people with no experience in cybersecurity, or they don't have, the education to back it, right? But they have, let's just say, experience doing cashier at like a supermarket, right? If they're able to express themselves well and they're able to, formulate why or how, cybersecurity relates to whatever, and they're able to express this to, shareholders or stakeholders, right? This kind of makes them a better candidate than someone that isn't able to express themselves very well, right? So being able to collaborate, being able to have some type of teamwork mentality, being able to problem solve is all important in cybersecurity, right? Because this is very, very important because, being able to express it to someone that has no knowledge of cybersecurity and why it's important, is key. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that don't understand, cybersecurity, right? And that's where, we come in, cybersecurity experts come in, and able to express themselves to people that don't understand, you know? So yeah, certifications alone aren't just gonna get you into the field, right? You know, if you just have certifications, let's just say, I don't know, you have CompTIA IT fundamentals, you have the CompTIA A plus, and then you have CompTIA Network plus, right? If you just have those certifications, right, you know, those are like the bare minimum entry level certifications that you probably do need to get into the field, right? But if you just have those alone, it's going to be a lot harder than, you know, someone that actually has those certifications coupled with, you know, some type of projects or education, right? Because the person that just has the certifications, they're kind of just stopping there. There's no way to really gauge or, you know, see if they understand or if they're able to actually apply what they're learning, right? So just having certifications alone is gonna make you a lot harder, a different candidate, let's just say, to justify, you know, getting into the field. Sorry if I keep on looking over here. I have a couple of talking points on another screen. So yeah, just being able to actually build out your portfolio just makes you a well-rounded individual and more valuable to a company, right? So if you have, you know, the education, like I said, if you have the certifications, if you have the projects, and if you have the experience, you know, let's just say an internship, you're gonna be good, right? Obviously, if you can't get a job then obviously you gotta look back, you gotta take a step back and look at why you're not getting a job, you know, or why you're not getting an interview, right? If you're not even getting an interview, it may just be your resume. And I'm sure you guys have heard this time and time again, right? Um, but if you're getting to the interview and you're not getting past that, right? If you're not getting an offer, then you got to look at your interview skills, like what's going on there. Um, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, cybersecurity is a constant learning, it's an ever-changing field. Um, it's not just a one and done kind of field. You're on your feet daily. You got to keep on learning daily. You know, just being able to express yourself, being able to want to learn the information on what's going on daily. You know, the cybersecurity news and everything, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a quick video. I just wanted to get this out. I kind of just want to talk about obviously the scope of cybersecurity. You know why being consistent is important and why it's key. Why having projects is important. You know, obviously cybersecurity isn't a one size fits all field. Um, Soft skills matter. It's a tough entry of barrier, right? It's not easy to get into cybersecurity, obviously, as some of you guys may know, and as I'm experiencing myself. Uh, and yeah, you know, I think that's pretty much it. Merry Christmas. I just want to get this out. Obviously, I haven't uploaded in a minute, but we're going to keep on pushing. We're going to keep on getting videos out. And I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time.